Thank you, Colin Pop Jones. Cumberland, this is Kyle speaking.
The pizza's here! I know, right? Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage includes the 4 most important systems in your vehicle for unlimited miles and unlimited time at no cost to you. Protection from expensive repairs for a lifetime. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com.
Hey guys, it is Gabe Brown and I'm sitting here with Daryl Morton Jr. and tonight we have quite the colossal game between the Ben Davis Giants taking on the home of the Carmel Greyhounds. Now it's important to point out that the Carmel Greyhounds have a 93 win percentage this season. They are 13-1 and they are 4-0 in the mid-conference. Now, can you tell me a little bit about what that means for tonight?
Well, I'll tell you what, they're home, and, Carmel is a very strong team at home. When you got Suter, Williams, Waddell, Wack, those names, Coach Osborne, you have a winning formula. Out here at Carmel, that's what they do. They just rebuilt this program over the last 4 years or so, has had tremendous success. So I tell you what, you look at Carmel, they come to play basketball. It's their home floor. Should be exciting for them.
Now, speaking of Coach Osborne, you had a pretty interesting fact. What is his record here on his 4th year over at
Well, I'll
Carmel?
tell you what, I made it a point to make a note of that, and I may get to that later in the game, but I'll tell you what, he's had a lot of success. Let's talk about, he's been to the semi-state. He's won the state. He beat Ben Davis in the state championship game. Coach Carlisle, so I'll tell you what, he's got this Carmel program pointing in the right direction, and they expect big things out here from Carmel, out here in Carmel.
I think that's a great point to point out because Ben Davis is going to have a chip on their shoulder coming into this game with previously being defeated by Carmel. So this time it's, can they find the formula to beat them this time?
Well, I'll tell you what, Ben Davis is a proud program. There's no doubt about that. Anytime they step on the floor, there's an opportunity for them to win. Jaden Brewer tonight's going to have to lead them. Let's see what Coach Carlisle, he puts in these guys and get them out here and get them fired up and get them ready to play tonight.
I think that's absolutely right.
So I'll tell you what, man, it's been a long time since I've been on the air, so it's good to be back. We're about a minute left before we tip here. It's just good to be back. And so let's, we're going to send it down to commercial and be back right after this.
Two vehicles, same model, same color, same price. The difference? The Tom Wood vehicle is a better value because it comes with our exclusive lifetime powertrain coverage at no cost to you. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com.
Thank Colin Pop Jones. Cumberland, this is Kyle speaking.
The pizza's here! At Tom Wood, we believe you can't put a price on peace of mind, so we don't. With Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage, you're protected for unlimited miles and unlimited time, all at no cost to you. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com. Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage includes the 4 most important systems in your vehicle for unlimited miles and unlimited time at no cost to you. Protection from expensive repairs for a lifetime. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com.
Thank Colin Pop Jones. Cumberland, this is Kyle speaking.
The pizza's here!
Welcome back, guys. We're getting ready to have the starting lineups between the Carmel Greyhounds and Ben Davis Giants. As you guys can see, number 2 for the Ben Davis Giants is Jaden Brewer. Number 5, Sheeran Sharp. Number 13, Clay Butler. Number 23, Trevor Nibbs. And number 54, Zane Dowdy.
Tell you what, that's a pretty potent lineup there. I tell you what, they've been on a, they can have an opportunity to right the ship tonight. They've been down, as you can hear the music here at Carmel is blaring here, so it's kind of hard to hear. But I tell you what, they got a shot tonight. Ben Davis does. So hopefully they can get things together and we'll see what happens.
You really think so?
Absolutely.
With the 93 win percentage, I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Now, when you look at the Carmel guys, you got Giola, you got Black, Pete Suter, Brian Waddell, and rounding out things is Charlie Williams, the big 6'10 junior. He's going to jump center for him here. This game's about to get underway. And again, like I mentioned, Gabe, once the ball goes in the air, stranger things have happened.
I mean, that's absolutely correct. But someone to point out right now, the one taking the tip-off, number 11, Mr. Waddell. Now, he is a super senior. On senior night, he proved that. An insane amount of threes.
I may have called him a junior. He is a senior.
I mean, just like that, he goes up and he wins the ball for his team. So Carmel looking to take control of the game early on. Driving into the paint and picking up 2 points. Now let's see if Ben Davis has some retaliation in him. Looking to find space, goes up, and just like that,
I'll tell you, Brewer got down there on the box, found his spot, just turned and put it up and in, but the referee wants to have a conversation with him saying, let the ball bounce. Let the ball bounce through the rim and let it go. I tell you what, he's a good-looking kid there.
All right, looks like Waddell's going to pass it in. And let's see if he can work his magic. Now, something important to point out is that right there. They look for Waddell. He gets open and spaces and drains three like it's nobody's business.
And Brewer grabbed the rebound there and kind of threw it and got knocked away, and here come the Carmel Greyhounds.
And you can see just by the way he plays, Waddell always has his head on a swivel. He's looking for an open man. He's looking to get the rebounds. He's looking to score points for his team.
Sharp brings the ball at the floor over to Brewer. Brewer looks inside the 23. That's Nibs. No good. Rebound. Here comes the Carmel Greyhounds. And that's Suter bringing the ball up the floor. Looking. Pulls it out. Over to Waddell. Pump fake by Giola. And that's going to be a walk on Jalen Wack there. Just kind of took too many steps. And the referee saw it. So ball turns back over to Ben Davis, and here come the Giants.
Now, with the game this big in magnitude, do you think the pressure is more on Ben Davis or Carmel right now?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a home game. So for Carmel,
All right, looks like we're going to pass up top to Sharp. Look for Nibs, misses a wide open layup. Now it looks like we're going to find Suter looking to pass up. Goes for a clean layup, getting 2 points for his team.
tell you what, Suter, again, right to the rack, no problem. You gotta, if you're Ben Davis, you gotta put some defense on him. You can't let him go right down Meridian and get to the basket. That's
Absolutely.
too easy.
And now it looks like Ben Davis's plan is to give the ball to Brewer and see if he can work some magic. He's constantly moving, but I don't know if he can keep that up by the end of the night.
Hey.
Good movement by Ben Davis, but it looks like Carmel's defense is a little too solid right now. But just like that, number 5, Shooting Sharp, looks to pick up 2 clean points for Ben Davis.
A nice little jump shot right there on the baseline there. Found the spot, drained the shot.
Ball to Waddell, almost looking for an alley-oop of some sort. Looks like number 33 for Carmel.
That's Charlie Williams, and anytime he gets that low, there's really not much you can do with him being 6'10". That's going to go up and in most of the time.
I can only imagine what I would do if I was 6'10".
You'd be a swimmer.
So it looks like the ball's going to go out of bounds and be Carmel's. Looking like they're switching out balls. Waddell looking to pass it in. As we're looking to kick things off, Gioa has 5 points right now. Waddell looking to take it out wide, passes it for a 3 to number 10, Suter.
So far, Suter is on fire right now. I got him with 7 points so far. Carmel up 9-4 here in the first quarter.
It looks like Brewster couldn't really get anything going for his team.
Got a walk there. Brewer just, he saw it, he sized it up there, was ready to take the shot but put it down, tried to get a little bit closer. Turnover, Carmel. Ball.
Looks like Waddell's going to take it out. Takes up to number 3, Mr. Gioa. Carmel looking to pass the ball around. Nothing seems to be worrying, and it looks like Waddell goes up in the middle of the paint, under the rim for 2 points.
Again, they're getting everything at the rim. If you're Ben Davis, those are very much too easy, and Coach Don Carlo wants to have a talk about that. Try to tighten up his defense because, again, you cannot give up shots at the rim that easy.
And speaking of giving up shots, it seems that's what Ben Davis is doing right now. Carmel are taking advantage of every time they have the possession. They're scoring every time they get the ball, and I can't say the same about Ben Davis right now.
Scoring at the basket with very little resistance. As you can see, you know, it takes more for Ben Davis to put shots in. You know, Carmel is a really good, long defensive team. I mean, that's what they're known for. A lot of people underestimate Carmel, but they got guys that are long, they can get 2 balls, knock balls away, and actually do a good job on the backboard. So that is not something that I'm surprised about from Carmel. The defense has always been here.
Well, as we get down to 3 minutes and 38 seconds into the first quarter, Carmel is up 11-2, Ben Davis Giants 4.
And if you coach Carlisle, what you want to do is you want to try to get, better quality shots. So let's see what Ben Davis puts together on this possession. And I tell you what, that's not something that coach wants, because we got Brewer stepping on the end line as he tried to make a move, so the ball turns back over to Carmel. You can't beat Carmel if you're going to turn the ball over. That's not going to happen.
Absolutely. And I mean, this early in the first quarter, they're already up by 7 points? At this point, I can only see the lead growing. Without looking to pass it to number 33.
It was Charlie Williams, but again, that was still at the basket there. So fortunate for Ben Davis that he missed the basket. But again, you want to come down here and design something. Go to your offense. Run a play here and get something perhaps going to the basket and even get to the line.
And I think offense is going to be the key to this game, but more so for Carmel.
Ball knocked away again. I told you about those long hands of the Carmel Greyhounds, and that's Waddell.
And he can do everything. He's big. He can get physical in the paint, but he's also dangerous from deep. And as you can see, he's at the bottom of the screen. He's asking for a 3. And he's always open. He's always looking for a pass, and it looks like Williams just bounced off his knee almost, and it looks like Sharp's going for a layup, and he rolls it in.
Great play off a turnover. Get the ball, go right to the basket, get a layup. Now come back and set your defense and get ready to play.
Passing it out wide to Peter Suter.
See the Ben Davis defense got a little tighter, although they fell asleep there. And as you can see, Waddell again right at the basket. They are making most of their shots within 2 feet of the basket.
And I mean, is it a tactic or is it just luck at this point?
Look, we got an offensive foul that's going to go the other way. So another turnover on the Ben Davis Giants.
Number 54 is his first, team's first.
So the foul's going to go.
It might not seem like much right now, but Carmel already doubled Ben Davis's score tally.
Well, whenever you turn a team over, as Ben Davis has turned the ball over, and Carmel scoring at the basket, that's really not surprising at this point. As we go, just 1:40 left here in the first quarter.
Wack looking for somebody open, finds Williams. Back to Wack, looking for an open man, can't find anybody. Finds Waddell under the rim, who
Another
has
good look.
another layup.
Another good look on is, I mean, if I'm Ben Davis, I'm putting 4 guys in the lane. You're not going to at least you're not going to beat me with layups because everything is at the basket.
See, it looks like Ben Davis is in a lose-lose situation because if they go into the paint, Carmel are going to go out wide and start draining threes.
They can drain threes, absolutely.
Looks like Williams protecting the paint with his life, getting physical. 2 big men. Sharp looking to run around, find somebody in the middle. Misses a wide open layup.
Point blank range off, and here come the Greyhounds. That was Nibbs with the miss there.
Looks like Gio just picked up some instructions by the coach. And Williams goes up off the backboard.
What we call this is a layup drill, and that's what's happening right now as we close out the first quarter with just about 30 seconds left.
It hasn't been much a contest, and I think that's exactly what it's been for Carmel. It's just a drill.
Sharp with the miss.
Looking to Wack. Wack's looking around for some options. Finds nobody.
They may pull it out and just go for one shot here with under just at 10 seconds. So that's what they're going to do. Is Coach Ryan Osborne says, "Give me one." At the basket again.
And Waddell with 8 points in the first quarter. Mr. Brian Waddell is once again leading his team into another break. And we're going to cut to commercials real quick, but we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And it looks like we may have a mauling on our hands as the Carmel Greyhounds are up 19-6 heading into the second quarter. Looks like Ben Davis's Sharp is going to start off with the ball, looking to pass it. Oh, I apologize, not Sharp. This is Sharp.
I'll tell you what, that was a good draw right there by Brewer.
Well,
Suter thought he had his hand straight up, and he kind of reached over there just a little bit. The contact was initiated by Brewer, but enough for the official to get the call.
They're going to need as many
side
fouls as they can get. All right, Brewer looking to cook something up for his team, only being down 13 points. Now number 30, Kenny Truman. Back to Brewer, looking up top for Sharp. Finds nothing but a bunch of Greyhounds right off the rim, up to number 15.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how you get the basket, you just get the basket.
All right, Gio looking to take a little bit of control of this game. You see Waddell coming up top, passing it to Shooter. Drives up the middle for a beautiful layup and another pickup of 2 points for the Carmel Greyhounds.
I'll tell you what, man, it's an easy game, man, when you can get stuff that easy at the basket.
If Ben Davis aren't going to contest the balls at the rim or fight for it at the paint, they might as well go home right now.
Oh, man, come on. You can't say that, man. That's why they're here. But I tell you what, if you're a coach, you work on these things in practice. You work on trying to neutralize what they do and kind of, use your strengths to get to the basket, get points, get to the free throw line. And as you can see here, Ben Davis was able to draw a foul at Brewer. But you get to the line, you have to knock these down and then get ready to set your defense back up to get back in this game. I mean, it's a lead right now, but you still have to play hard. You come here to play. You have to play hard.
Speaking of playing hard, Carmel have had an excellent run in the MIC this year. They recently just came off of a win against Pike High School, and they put in the same starting lineup, and it seems to be working. It seems like they have the MIC's number figured out.
Well, Carmel's leading the MIC at 4-0 in the MIC, 13-1 overall, and Ben Davis is not having such a good year. A lot of people pick Carmel to be in the state championship game or at least make a deep run, and as you can see, what they have right now, I can't see why that is not a possibility.
I mean, if you're ranked nationally 11th, I think you obviously have some level of talent superiority over most teams. And I think that can be intimidating for some people, especially a team like the Ben Davis Giants, who are only 6-8 this season.
Nah, this is Indiana. This is basketball. No, there's no intimidation around here. Here come the Giants.
It looks like number 5, Mr. Sharp, is looking for some options. Can't seem to find anything at the moment. Looking for a step back 2.
I like that step back jack. Knocked it down. Now it's time to play defense.
It looks like I don't know what's going on right now. It looks like Sharp's going up, finds nothing but Williams' palm in his face and the ball.
I'll tell you what, Brewer did a great job. He had him on the ropes there and just took the ball right to the basket there and draw the foul. That's what you want to do, is get them in foul trouble if you can. So that's Williams picking up his first foul of the night, but get to the line, start knocking them down, cut into this lead, and just keep playing hard. That's what the name of the game is. Just keep playing.
Brewer lucky to make another point, adding to Ben Davis's total of 13. Now it looks like Brewer and Sheardon Sharp are going to be sharing the points for the most part for Ben Davis. Both of them are 5 and 6 right now for points, as Wack is taking the ball up the court. Stepping back, looking for some options. Wack instructing his team what to do. Doesn't seem to find anybody except Williams, who's looking for more options and seems a little frustrated that he can't find anything right now. Wack looking to drive in a bit, steps back. Looking for Orm. Goes up and lays in another 2. And see, basic plays like those, that's what's going to matter at the end of the game, if you can make the little things count.
I'll tell you what, Ben Davis, allowed them to run a play right in the lane. Again, things are at the basket or right in the lane as shot is missed and rebounded by Williams.
Now Wax dancing around the line, looking for Williams, who doesn't seem to be finding anybody except Waddell, who's driving in the paint, physical.
I'll tell you what, that's a tough call there because it looked like I had some arm extension there on Waddell. I thought they were going to the offensive foul. As you can see, look at the arm there, extends, knocks him down. That's an offensive foul all day long. However, that's not what the official called, so it's going to be Carmel ball in the baseline underneath the basket there.
Arm looking to toss it in. Finds Wack. Drives around the three-point line, wrestling his way up for another floater.
I'll tell you what, he just went right around the bend and right to the basket.
You see, and this is the thing that I think will really help Carmel in the long run. Everybody has a role in their team. And Brewer, my bad.
Looks like we got a...
Oh, he just missed
Waddell went down. We got an injury right here. Waddell went down. Looks like the referee really emphatically called that timeout. It looks like he may have twisted his, well, I don't want to speculate, but he's injured. Let's just say that. Didn't look good.
Well, it looks like.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah, it looks like that could be an ankle. And, wow, you hate to see that.
That's a big blow for Carmel.
Big blow, right, for sure. So let's take a break and come right back.
All right, we're going to take this to commercial and we'll be right back in a couple of minutes.
Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage includes the 4 most important systems in your vehicle for unlimited miles and unlimited time at no cost to you. Protection from expensive repairs for a lifetime. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com.
Thank you, calling Pop John's Cumberland. This is Kyle speaking.
The pizza's here!
All right, as we start to get things rolling back here. Looks like Gio is looking for Schwack. Wrestles the ball, and it's going to be a Carmel ball. Gioa pushing his way through. Searches for a fadeaway and lays it in for a 2.
Use all the rim there to get that one through. 29-13 with 3 minutes here left in the second quarter. Carmel way on top.
I mean, it's been the same story from the get-go. But with Waddell out, let's see if Ben Davis will turn around and put some momentum on their side. Number 5, Sharp with an air ball. With a quick.
Tell you what, it's a good defense, good block, but you gotta, once you block the shot, you gotta block out. You can't allow a layup.
Now, if you're Ben Davis's coach going into halftime, what should you be telling your team?
It's all about defense. I mean, you really gotta still tighten up your defense. Trying to seal some things off. You have Brewer. I mean, you have Waddell that's not in the game right now, so.
Well, looks
attack.
Like Will Leary falling hard to the ground.
Brewer right to the basket there, right down to the basket. That's what they need. And Coach Osborne recognizes that there is momentum starting to change and going to Ben Davis Giants direction. So he gets a timeout to kind of settle his guys down. As they knock away here, and here comes Brewer. He just grabs it and takes it, sees a lane there, and goes right to the basket, puts it up and in. So right now, Brewer leading the Giants with 7 points. And again, if you look at Coach Carlisle, he's saying, hey, look, you know, I need defense. I need defense. You got to shut them down. And don't give them anything else at the basket. You know, make them beat you with shots. I mean, if they're going to beat you, at the three-point line, I like that shot better. But, you know, with a defender in their face, of course. But, again, make them beat you. Don't let it be layups. That's too easy.
And I think an important thing to point out, Carmel haven't hit a single three tonight. All their points have been inside the paint or mid-range jumpers.
And sometimes, you know, a team can come out and say, you know what, I know this team is used to it. We're going to take away the three-point line, but when you take that away, you're giving up the inside. And
exactly.
So you have to make a choice sometimes and see how it works out. And tonight, so far, is not working out.
Carmel firing over the top to Gioa. Looking to get a bounce pass, number 31, Nick Frissy. He's picking up the 2 points. Who has 4 points on the night. Sheridan Sharp passing it to number 13, Clay Butler, who loses the ball but will be fouled.
You got Leary got a hand in there, picks up his foul there, just reached in and got caught. So again, Ben Davis, you know, ball out, bounce on the baseline. Got to run something, get something going to the basket. You got to get shots. You can't win if you don't shoot. So they got to get some shots.
What a pass.
Great pass, Brewer.
Quick bullet from Brewers.
Finds Butler underneath the basket there, right off the glass, and he's going to the line. Great pass, great shot by Butler. Finally getting into the scoring action.
Even though Ben Davis is 16 points down, they're starting to get a little bit of momentum.
Well, you know, that's basketball. You know, things change. Seasons change. Now, at this point, you know, you just a decent three-point play, lock up the defense. Got to take away the layup, take away the back screens. Or watch out for the back screens, rather.
Gioa to Wack to Bryce. Bouncing the ball around. And a Ben Davis ball.
And if you're Ben Davis, you got to do a better job on the backboards. Give him one shot. You know, if you give him 1 and 2 and 3 shots, you know, that's not going to help you.
As we approach the third quarter of the game, my bad, I think Carmel have something to talk about in the locker room. They may have lost their star player for the night, and so who's going to step up and fill his shoes to get this team rolling again?
Sharp.
And this is the first 3 of the night. Mr. Sheridan Sharp.
Found his spot, drained it.
Now, the Giants are only 12 points behind, but 12 points doesn't seem like a lot right now.
One shot.
Giola looking to pass back. A little miscommunication up to number 23.
Got it off.
And it looks like Bryce Beery couldn't get it in. Well, what a first half of basketball we have. The Carmel Greyhounds are at 33. The Ben Davis Giants are at 21.
I'll tell you what, it's a great first half for Ben Davis. But, you know, I like the way that Ben Davis closed it out and really found a rhythm there, you know, toward the end of the second quarter. We'll have to see what the Carmel injury, what that's going to bowl, but I doubt if he comes back. And that would look like it was a pretty serious turn of an ankle. So, again, 31-23, 33-21 at halftime. We'll be right back after this.
Thank Colin Pop Jones. Cumberland, this is Kyle speaking.
She's my favorite. I love the plane.
Is that Supreme?
Good.
I really like it.
They scored touchdowns here. You gotta be able to get these guys off the field to get the nice punt.
At Tom Wood, we believe you can't put a price on peace of mind, so we don't. With Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage, you're protected for unlimited miles and unlimited time, all at no cost to you. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com. Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage includes the 4 most important systems in your vehicle for unlimited miles and unlimited time at no cost to you. Protection from expensive repairs for a lifetime. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com.
Thank you, calling Pop John's Cumberland. This is Kyle speaking.
The pizza's here. I really like it.
2 vehicles, same model, same color, same price. The difference? The Tom Wood vehicle is a better value because it comes with our exclusive lifetime powertrain coverage at no cost to you. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com.
Welcome back, guys. We had such an action-packed first half that we had to bring you guys a second half. Now, the Carmel Greyhounds are up 33 to Ben Davis's 21, and I really don't even know what to say because it's just been an ecstatic half, and it looks like Ben Davis might be getting a little bit back to maybe even make a comeback.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's almost a tale of almost 2 game situations. You can't say tale of 2 halves or 2 quarters because Ben Davis really allowed Carmel to get to the rim on just about every play of their 33 points. I bet you maybe 26 of them are right at the rim, without a doubt. But toward the end of that second quarter, they started to make a run with Brewer and Sharp trying to take over there. It was finishing with 9 and 7 points in the half. But I tell you what, in the second half, the adjustments that Carmel is going to have to make, Ben Davis is going to have to make, is they're going to have to shut down getting to the basket so easily. Make them beat you with shots. We discussed it a bit in the first quarter. That's got to happen. If not, this is going to be a long night for Ben Davis. But I like the way that they closed out the half.
And I think that's an important point to make. And I think Ben Davis, if I were them, I'd want to crank it up a little bit. Waddell just got injured, who's one of the most important players for the Carmel Greyhounds, so why not expose that weakness and start racking up a little bit more points on where he would be?
Well, I tell you what, almost getting into a track meet with Carmel is not such a good idea. I mean, if you're Ben Davis, you got a couple of players that can go, but Carmel's got a complete team. And like I said, if they're getting things that easily to the rim, you don't want to open up that side of basketball and just let it be a track meet. So again, if you're Ben Davis, it's got to be controlled, but at the same time, take your shots when you can take them to get to the basket, get to the free throw line, and cut into this lead and get back in it.
Now, what is the solution to Carmel scoring in the paint?
Well, I tell you what, you got to be, if you're going to decide what kind of defense you're going to play, man-to-man, or you're going to play a zone, but you got to keep them out of the lane and off the backboards because you cannot give up second shots either. So, but other than that, like I said, 33-21, 4 minutes left here before we go to the half. So I'm sure that's exactly what Coach talked about. Coach says, hey, look, we have got to find a way to do a better job on the defensive side of the floor. So, again, I expect a really good second half. Ben Davis is going to come out, I'm sure, and there's going to be a run here, and we'll see how it turns out. So, again, this is DMJ, Gabe Brown, Mick Network back after this.
Thank you, calling Pop John's Cumberland. This is Kyle speaking.
The pizza's here. Give me my Papa John's. The cheese is my favorite. I love the plain.
Is that Supreme?
I'm really right.
They scored touchdowns here. You got to be able to get these guys off the field to get ready. Nice punt.
At Tom Wood, we believe you can't put a price on peace of mind, so we don't. With Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage, you're protected for unlimited miles and unlimited time, all at no cost to you. Find the car you want, the way you want at tomwood.com. Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage includes the 4 most important systems in your vehicle for unlimited miles and unlimited time at no cost to you. Protection from expensive repairs for a lifetime. Find the car you want, the way you want at tomwood.com.
Thank you, calling Pop John's Cumberland. This is Kyle speaking.
The pizza's here. I'm really right.
2 vehicles, same model, same color, same price. The difference? The Tom Wood vehicle is a better value because it comes with our exclusive lifetime powertrain coverage at no cost to you. Find the car you want, the way you want at tomwood.com.
car you want, the way you want at tomwood.com.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to start off the third quarter of the Ben Davis Giants taking on the Carmel Greyhounds at Carmel. And now something important to point out for the Greyhounds, it looks like Mr. Brian Waddell is going to be out for the rest of the game with an apparent ankle injury, what we saw later on, or early on in the game. And I think a big player to step up in that role is the man on the screen right now, number 33, Mr. Charlie Williams, because he was fundamental in the beginning of the first quarter. He already has 6 points, but he does have 1 foul, so he needs to be careful later on in the game. But he is such a big player. He's important in the paint, and he can get those points that Ben Davis has been recycling over and over and over. Pass around the rim and get it into the middle to a big man and score some points.
Well, Charlie Williams is an important part. But again, they're going to miss Waddell. If you're Ben Davis, that is something that you have to find a way to take advantage of as Carmel starts with the basketball.
And I think that's something important to point out about Carmel. If they lose Waddell and still continue to rack up the score, it just shows how deep of a squad they are and the squad depth that they have. And right off the bat, number 10, Pete Suter, drains a 3, the first 3 for Carmel.
And so we talked about giving up the three-point line and cutting out the layups. Well, we see what happens when you do that. You kind of pack things down and you open that line up.
And it looks like number 2, or excuse me, not number 2, Mr. Brewer is looking to cook something up for the Ben Davis Giants. Dribbling around the three-point line, looking to run in.
It's like Giola might have got him across the arm there as he tried to make a move, so he's going to pick up a foul. Actually, they got Wack. That's Josh Wack. I'm not sure. I wrote down his brother. I wrote down Jalen. That's Josh. Man, that was a couple years ago. Wow. I'm back in it. Here I am. I'm good now.
All right, as Ben Davis looking to pick up or turn around. Driving up, doesn't seem to be able to pick up the points, but will be taking 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, this is a nice Euro step, getting to the basket, getting to the line.
Now, is this the game plan for the rest of the night for Ben Davis, is to draw fouls and pick up points wherever they can?
Well, you got to get to the line. You score points with the clock stop is good, but again, you got to be able to hit your shots. So that's Butler knocking down the first.
Now, important thing to point out, look at Williams. Look how much space he creates for everybody. He opens up the paint, gives it to his teammate, and then they get a counterattack. Now, something a little surprising. Giola hasn't done much on the ball today. Being a point guard, you'd expect a lot of points from him, but it just seems like he's an assist machine. Williams to Wack, passes out to Giola for a 3, and it looks like he's going to smack the paint to Suter. Dribbles around with some fancy footwork, but loses the ball.
And again, we talked about not giving Carmel second shots. Ben Davis comes away with a turnover.
Now, at this point in the game, Ben Davis has a lot more turnovers than Carmel, and it's been costly. But Ben Davis are passing around the rim, and it doesn't seem like Carmel's allowing him to get in the box. Brewster on the ball, Brewer. Ball going out wide, back up top.
Carmel defense looking good.
It looks like Carmel are keeping the ball outside, not letting any points inside the paint.
Got to walk there again. Just drug that foot before he made his move, and that's on Brewer, another turnover. So here comes the Carmel Greyhounds.
Giola picking up the ball right before the half. Suter looking for an open man, finds Williams. Williams.
Very patient. He's taking his time, looking around, and
finds an open Wack and an one. Now chance for a three-point play.
That's a good high-low play there as he turned around and found Josh Wack at the basket. So he took it in and got fouled has an opportunity here to go to the line and complete the three-point play. That's just patient basketball. Taking what the defense gives you, getting to the rim. The opportunity here, again, to finish it off. Three-point play.
Black lining up and sinks the shot. Shearer and Sharp passing around.
We talked about the length of Carmel. Again, it's making it difficult for Ben Davis to find a hole in this defense to get a shot.
Sharp firing it over the top into a Carmel. It looked like it was number 14 for Carmel.
That was Sam Omen knocked it out. Again, you know, that's a tough pass to try to make throw it across court. Fortunate it was not a turnover for the Giants. So Sharp out top.
Sharp passing to Brewer to the corner. Back up to Sharp. Looking for an open man. Doesn't seem to find anything at the top of the rim. Or looks like it was a foul. Looks like he stepped out of bounds.
He stepped out of bounds again. And that's another unforced error that you really can't afford. And that was on Williams, Carl Williams from Ben Davis.
Suitor to Giola.
So they pick up the defense here, kind of extended a little full court, but they just fall out of it.
Giola being matched up by Sharp right at the mid. Looks like Williams lost the ball. They're actually maybe Ben Davis Giant touched it last.
That was a good reach there, but it was knocked away, and it's going to remain with the Carmel Greyhounds here.
Looks like Williams right outside the arc. Passes it to Suitor, who drives into the middle. And another chance at another three-point play.
I'll tell you what, I like him taking the ball. He just got right in the lane there. Got his body into the defender, got the ball up on the glass. Dropped it through, and now he's at the line. Great body control there.
Now Suitor has 14 points. And now is this what we expected to see as the person to step up and fill Brian Waddell's shoes?
Well, again, Carmel is a complete team. They have a lot of different pieces, so this is not a surprise that someone else picks up the load.
Williams
got away with a double dribble there.
Physical, passing it to Giola by accident. Giola looking for some open bodies, passes it to Williams. Thought about taking a shot. Goes right back outside the arc, looking for Suitor, who takes it, drives it into the paint. Looks to pass it out wide. Back to Suitor into the middle by Williams. Goes up. Almost gets another three-point play, but we'll have to settle for the two.
Yeah, but again, the last two attempts by Carmel have been right at the rim. So again, you know, Ben Davis was doing a pretty good job of making them use other options in terms of where they shot the ball from on the floor. But it seems like now they've kind of reverted back to what was happening to them in the first half. They got to find a way to shut that down and make a run here as Ben Davis is slowly watching the lead being built by the Greyhounds.
Again. Williams sinks both of his free throws, and it looks like Ben Davis are looking for a quick counterattack. Sharp and Brewster connecting at the top of the arc. It looks like a loose ball. May have landed awkwardly.
Let them play there. It's a great insight, you know, off the turnover, knocked the ball away, and Doty put the ball on the rim and scored. Got to get it however you can.
Suitor's on fire right now.
I tell you what, with 6 feet from the basket there, open shot, he's going to knock that down. most of the time.
I think Suter might have a second pair of lungs because it just seems like he never stops running.
At the basket again. That's Doty again at the basket, so he's got an opportunity for a three-point play.
His second, team's third.
Looks like they're going to take out number 33, Williams, for the Carmel Greyhounds.
So Williams going to go get a rest there. Doty, sophomore, knocks down the three-point play here.
Giola marching up the court. Some fancy footwork. Bounce pass.
Finally got a 3 seconds. I mean, you know, the referee was assisted by whoever in the crowd yelled out 3 seconds, ref. He was down there for a month about.
Sharp controlling the game once again. Looking for some open bodies and maybe an opportunity to score. Sharp to Brewer.
But Ben Davis has got to start running plays and scoring quicker with this lead.
Brewer fighting his way to the middle and just falls short of an and one, and we'll have to settle for the 2 free throws.
Well, he got Wack on his hip there and got him down low and spun back around, and there wasn't much that Wack could do. And again, Brewer is going to the line to with an opportunity to knock down these 2. The lefty.
Brewer with his 8th point of the game.
I mentioned, earlier before the game that I remember his dad, Jerome Brewer, played at Arlington High School, was the Indiana All-Star, played at Houston, and may still be the leading scorer at Vincennes history. But Jerome was a star.
Well, it looks like his son's following in his footsteps.
The lefty.
Giola passing right outside the 3-point line. Looks like he's stepped out of bounds, maybe.
No, that's actually a timeout. Osborne kind of saw his offense kind of out of whack a little bit, and you get a timeout and settle things down and live to play another day.
I think that's a sign of a great coach, realizing when your team is about to suffer and panic.
Okay. So as we can see, Suter here just getting right to the basket without much, resistance from the defense. I mean, that's just his thing. I mean, that's what we talked about. They've got to find a way. And then, if he's not doing enough, he's going to step behind the three-point line and knock him down from there. A very, very solid player, doing some nice things tonight, helping Carmel really build this lead and not really have much, of anything coming over from the Ben Davis side. I mean, great ball player. 45-28 here with just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Carmel looks like they're poised to notch another victory on the season. The number 4 ranked team in the state right now. If you look at the coaches poll, you got Homestead at number 1, Lawrence North 2, Cathedral 3, and as I mentioned, Carmel in that 4 slot.
I think another important thing to point out is the record in the MIC conference. Right now they're 4-0, and it looks like they're going to get a 5-knuckle shuffle and go 5-0. And now these are not easy teams. These are some of the best teams in the state, and Carmel are steamrolling them.
Well, that's debatable this year. We got, COVID has taken its toll on a lot of different teams. You haven't had the practices that you really wanted or the game situations. And even the fans. A lot of times, if you play at home, the home team, the home fans can help you, with the enthusiasm, pick up a win or 2 every year. And so it's a little different this year as we play.
Giola straight up to Suter, picking up where he left off.
Right, and another highlight, just right back to the basket and scoring. But if you're Ben Davis, you got to keep playing. You got to keep playing. You got to find something because, again, the thing about Indiana basketball, you got 2 seasons. You're going to have sectional play.
Looks like.
I tell you what, have they moved that inline inward a little bit because he keeps stepping on it. I'm not sure what's going on. Again, unforced errors are something that you absolutely cannot have against a Carmel Greyhound team because they will come down and make you pay by scoring on the other end.
Suter switching left and right outside of the 3-point line. And it looks like we're going to pick up a number 3 by Sam Orm.
I'll tell you what,
seems to be having a pretty good game. Brewster looking for somebody. I think he may have been looking for an alley-oop. But it falls into the hands of Giola, who's looking out wide to Orm. Gives it to number 30, Will. Orm to Giola. Driving into the paint. Finds nobody except Orm out wide. Right in the middle into the hands of a Giant.
Doty knocked the ball away again. Great hands.
One thing I will say about the Ben Davis offense is Sharp and Brewster connect very well, but it doesn't seem like they can score very well together.
Doty inside. Again, great look, great finish by Doty. Brewer.
Gillette challenging Sharp at the top of the box. As we wrap up the third quarter, the Carmel Greyhounds lead 52 to Ben Davis Giants 30, and we'll be right back after a quick message.
The car you want, the way you want at TomWood.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting ready to have the start of the fourth quarter as Carmel Greyhounds lead 52 to Ben Davis Giants 30. And it looks like Carmel are going to pick up their fifth win in the mid-conference this week. And they'll be going 14-1, I believe.
You know, again, this was not over yet. We still have 8 minutes, but it's starting to look that way as Carmel outscored the Giants in that quarter 19-9. You know, going into halftime, Ben Davis looked like they had a little momentum, and certainly they didn't do anything to build on that in the third quarter. So let's see what they can do, mount perhaps some sort of a comeback here in the fourth quarter as they take the floor ready to go.
As you can see right now, Mr. Orm, or not Orm, my bad. I can't even remember his name right now. Mr. Peter Suter is still on the floor looking to mix things up and add to his tally of 18 points of the night. Butler dribbling around the three-point line to Sharp.
Looks like Sharp might have received a little elbow push. So that was Joya kind of giving him a nudge there, picked up the foul. First foul of the night.
Ben Davis looking for an open man, find number 30.
That was Troutman there.
Greyhound foul number 30, Will Leary, his second, team 6.
So Leary picks up the foul there, and you always talk. You never want to foul a jump shooter there. He's in the corner there, about to launch it. Let it go.
Now, being down 21 points in the fourth quarter, are Ben Davis able to turn this around?
Got to play basketball. You got to keep playing. It does, you know, it's like as simple as this. You have to play the score. You don't play the game at this point. Play the score. Play the game. I should say, not the score.
Giola quick.
Defense picked up a little bit for Ben Davis as
running.
They beat it pretty easily.
Up the court to number 30, Will Leary. You know, that's something I wanted to point out earlier in the game is Carmel, they can hit their threes. Ben Davis was doing a pretty good job early on shutting it down. But as we see the game go further and further, it seems like Ben Davis is breaking down and Carmel is able to exploit those weaknesses and hit those threes.
They're just finding spots. Looks like there's an offensive foul there as number 30, Kenny Troutman went into the lane there and just got too much body. And he got called for it. So again, here comes Carmel with the basketball. Another turnover for the Giants.
Second foul.
Ben Davis quick to pick up some points after
And a quick steal, and Butler turns it into a deuce, and we got a timeout on the floor here, 55-35. So again, that was quick hands there. Going to need more of that to try to get back in this game, or mount some sort of a comeback, or even make it respectable if you're Ben Davis. But again, Indiana basketball, you get an opportunity to play this out because there is the sectional round where it's everybody's 0-0. You can still play basketball, so you play to get better every game. They knew coming in here that they had the number 4 team in the country. in the States.
Absolutely.
But that doesn't mean you turn the buses around and go the other way because they're the number 4 team in the States. You still got to play them, and so you got to come out here and play tough. And if you're coaching, you learn things from games like this.
Exactly. And this is why the MIC is one of the best conferences out there. Every game is a blockbuster. We're going to have Giola pass it to Sheernan to kick off this fourth quarter once again. Sheernan passing around with his teammates. Back to Giola. Giola being pushed back to half court with some fancy footwork and dribbling.
That's going to be offensive foul there, too. So they're calling it the same way on both ends. So Joya kind of got in there and just about the duplicate play on the other end. Picks up the foul, his second.
Sharp and Butler connecting. Sharp again outside the three-point line. Looking like he might drive in. Bunch of fancy footwork.
That's going to be an offensive foul there. Sharp just kind of got his hand up and pushed him away. Right there in front of the referee at the top of the key. I'm not sure how you can hide that. It's right there in front of the official. That's an easy call.
As the game gets further and further along, I think Ben Davis's morale is just going to tank.
Well, that's a frustration foul there, But you can't commit those. And as you see, Carlisle gets him out of the game over to the bench to kind of talk to him a little bit. Again, it's still a learning situation.
Williams is back in the game, being swarmed by a bunch of Ben Davis Giants. But no problem for Mr. Leary.
Ben Davis is going to look back and look at the game film here and see the number of layups that they gave up. At this point, it may be almost maybe 30 points off layups.
Good defense by Williams, protecting his goal like his life depended on it. Sheernan looking for somebody, can't find anybody, passes back out wide. Looks like Sheernan's thrown back up top to number 23, Bryce Beerley. Doesn't find anybody except number 30. Leary falls down to one knee inside.
He got away with a push-off there, too.
And Williams with a simple two-point shot.
Again, Carmel patiently worked the ball around, got the shot they wanted. Williams able to knock it down. As Brewer kind of gets back, and they're going to get Brewer for the offensive foul there. He kind of lowered his shoulder, initiated the contact, and he got called for it as you can see him. I tell you what, I'm not sure if there was that much contact initiated by Brewer. It looks like that was a little one of those calls where it could have went either way. And again, they got Ben Davis for the call on Brewer. So
you can see the confusion on Brewer's face too when the ref called it.
Well, it looks like it was, he just fell down. The defender just fell down there. And that's what Carlisle was saying. He just fell down.
It's interesting. Every time Carmel starts with a play, they almost have a triangle formation from the touchline. And they have options to the right, options to the left. That way, they can exploit the whole floor. Giola driving into the paint and gets it back, looking to
It's a great play by Joya.
Hit
Throws
a leg.
it off. Here comes Brewer again.
looking for a three, but finds nothing but the rim.
And looks like they may get Leary on the foul.
Graham down number 30, Will Leary. His
Might be here
second.
all night if there's any more fouls.
Team's 8. That's line for Ben Davis. Shooting 1 in the bonus. Zane Doty.
So he's shooting one. Got to be able to knock those down if you're Ben Davis. So
Beery looked to pass it to Leary and found nothing.
and that's going to be a three-point play unless
Sheridan Sharp.
Sharp gets right to the basket there and draws the foul.
Almost looked like he got hit in the face on his way up.
Let's see here. Just got a hand in there.
Oh,
I'll
just
tell you
about.
what. He
Substitution for the Greyhounds. Number 4, Josh Black, and number 14, Sam Orr.
took one right, as you said, at the top of the head. Just to the line here.
Sheridan Sharp.
Sharp looking to pick up a couple of points for his team. Wack looking for a wide man. Finds Sheridan. Or Suter, my bad. Back up to Wham. Or Wack. Williams passes it around into the paint. Looking to see, it looks like it's just up and down, and Williams finally puts it away.
When you get Carmel an opportunity to get 4 looks at the basket, it's not going to be good. 4 looks. You got to be able to do a better job of cleaning the glass.
Oh,
Ben Davis.
a block. That was disrespect right there.
I'll tell you what, don't go in there if you if you're soft.
First a block and then a layup.
Suter is playing a tremendous game tonight. Gets the block and then closes it out on the other end with the deuce. Carmel is really looking good tonight. Again, they're down a man with injury, but they haven't missed a beat.
Let's see.
I get an opportunity to get on the road tomorrow. There, Newcastle tomorrow night.
And a nice three by number 13, Clay Butler.
Clay Butler.
Clay Butler.
Wack being cornered on the court. Suter passing it to Leary. Back up to Suter.
And Carmel right now, you just play a game of keep away. Just find the shot you want. There's no rush to get anything. Take the shot the defense gives you.
And drains it. Orm. At this point, with 2 minutes and 45 seconds left and Carmel being up 66-41, I think this is a done game.
Let's just play out the string here. But again, if you've been Davis, you got to play strong. Carmel, again, they're a long team, so a lot of those balls, when you try to get them up there, they got big guys. They go up there and get a hand on it.
And it looks like Carmel's really playing to all their strengths. They're blocking at the rim. They're hitting their 3 points. They're fighting into the paint. They're winning loose fouls. Wack looking for a man. Drives in a little bit to Williams. Back to Wack.
Again, no rush.
Wack driving into the paint, looking to pass it back out.
No need to get a shot. They're just going to take their time, and if it's a layup, they'll take a layup, but I doubt if they no shot clock in Indiana basketball, so they'll just take their time and just run out the string.
And Suter powering his way through, passes it to Williams, who looks like he just hit the side of the rim.
Got a block shot, no shot. So Brewer's like, come on, man, I put that up and in. That should be a three-point play. Come on. So he's going to go to the line here. As you can see, put the ball on the floor. Sees in the act of shooting. He was not in the act of shooting. Scored a basket. No, we're not going to score the basket.
Psychologically, Ben Davis has to be beat right now. You're down
just a ball
by
game.
65 points.
It's just a ball game. Just, you turn the page, you keep playing hard, and get ready for the next one.
Some could say that, but this carries the weight to it. This is a MIC network
Substitution
game.
for Ben Davis, number 15.
And honestly, it might mean a little bit more to the schools as well. Yeah, people on social media going back and forth about which team or which school is better, and they base that off of sports.
The lefty Brewer at the line.
Brewer looking like he fell short once again. Looks like.
Got an offensive foul there.
Greyhound foul number 40, Jared Bonds, his first.
So Bonds just lowered the shoulder,
Substitutions.
and that's going the other way.
Carmel is starting to incorporate some of their younger players as well.
It's always an opportunity to get the younger guys in here. Usually this place would be packed, and you have the Hound Pound over here, but they, of course, with COVID, they're not here. So Carmel, again, is going to walk out of here with a victory. And let's just hope that the gentleman that was injured in the first half, Waddell, is going to be fine, because, again, that looked really bad. So hopefully, being a young man, he's going to be okay.
Strong block by the Carmel Greyhounds, preventing another one of the Giants' shots. And speaking on Waddell's injury, it didn't look like it was just a simple sprain or tweak. He looked injured when he fell. That was a hard fall. His ankle shot out to the side. Orm passing it to Weldy. Weldy back to Orm.
Under
Orm
20 seconds.
Outside the three-point line. Fires it to the middle. And we'll draw a foul.
That's going to be Troutman again. Pick up another.
His third.
So he's came in the game, and he's using his fouls here as he, again, picks up number 3. Bonds at the line here. 66-41, 17 seconds left. Carmel easing out of here with a victory on their home floor. Again, they're at Newcastle tomorrow night, taking on the Trojans in Chrysler Arena. One of the biggest arenas in the country for high school basketball.
Really?
Oh, yeah. So probably going to be the final possession here. Troutman gets a shot up, and it's off, and rebound Bonds, and that is going to close it out.
Final score, Carmel 67.
The final score, the Carmel Greyhounds 67 to Ben Davis Giants 41.
One of those situations where if you're Carmel, you know, you're happy to get out of here with a victory. You look at the injuries. Hopefully, you know, like I said, Waddell is fine. But really, you came in here and really wasn't challenged at all at any point in this game. So we'll take a break and come right back after this to close out.
At Tom Wood, we believe you can't put a price on peace of mind, so we don't. With Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage, you're protected for unlimited miles and unlimited time, all at no cost to you. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com. Tom Wood's lifetime powertrain coverage includes the 4 most important systems in your vehicle for unlimited miles and unlimited time at no cost to you. Protection from expensive repairs for a lifetime. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com. 2 vehicles, same model, same color, same price. The difference? The Tom Wood vehicle is a better value because it comes with our exclusive lifetime powertrain coverage at no cost to you. Find the car you want the way you want at tomwood.com.
The car you want, the way you want at tomwood.com.
As we wrap up the night, the Carmel Greyhounds picked up a gigantic win against the Ben Davis Giants. And, I mean, what did we expect? Somebody with a 93% win percentage? This is nothing to them.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, if you're Ben Davis, you came in here with a game plan. You know, Carmel is a great three-point shooting team, and so you got to take something away. You take that away, but the problem is you gave up the inside. As you can see, that they scored a lot of points at the basket. As you can see, Suter going inside, Suter going outside. He is actually our player of the game tonight. But I tell you, you give up one thing and they exploit the other thing. So in the second half, they came out of the locker room and Carmel found a home beyond the three-point line. So again, we know what Carmel's strengths are. If you're Ben Davis, you try to shut some of those things down. It just did not work out tonight for the Ben Davis Giants.
I mean, how scary is that to other schools as well? They rely on Brian Waddell thinking that that's Carmel's star player, and then we have someone like Suter coming out after halftime and absolutely tearing it up.
Well, I think people that scout Carmel know that they have players that are capable, in Charlie Williams and Wack, that can play the game and can take advantage of their matchups. Now, if you look at what Ben Davis was able to do, again, there was a nice little run they made right there before half, and I thought that they had a shot coming out of the locker room to really kind of tighten things up. But again, that didn't happen because the defense kind of, lagged in, and it allowed Carmel to knock down things beyond the arc and just get a lot easier shots in the second half. So, again, if you've been Davis, there are some things you can take from this game. But I think when they go back and look at the game film, the underlying theme is we have got to do a better job closer to the rim. And I think, for me, tonight, that was the difference. Perhaps giving up almost 35 to 40 points right there in the paint.
I think that's a great thing to point out is they gave up so many points in the paint, and that's ultimately what led to their loss. They don't have many big players. They have a couple, but it's not like Carmel where everybody is just like 6'5" and like 200 pounds. Carmel were laying it in, and they knew Ben Davis had a weakness, and they exploited it, and it led to their win.
Well, that's the name of the basketball game. You find what you can do against the other team, and that's what, there's no secret, across the front line, Carmel's got guys that can play defense, and they can, as a team, they play well. That's, again, they're ranked number 4 in the state of Indiana, and, people expect them to make a deep run into the tournament. So, I'm not surprised Carmel coming out of here with the win. Let's just hope that Waddell is okay with his injury. Again, great night for basketball for Carmel. They're on the road tomorrow night at Newcastle. So, again, great night. Great to be back here at the MIG Network. So go ahead and close it out, Mr. Gabe Brown.
Speaking of great nights, it was a pleasure doing commentary with you again and having all you guys listen to our beautiful voices. So I'm going to close it out. I'm going to say thank you for listening to us and have a fantastic night, and we'll see you guys next time.
The MIC Network Game of the Week is brought to you by the Tomwood Automotive Group, Papa John's, Marriott East Indianapolis, Grand Visions, and Frontrunner Media. You can watch the MIC Network Game of the Week on the MIC Network website, IndyStar.com, and WTHR Facebook Live.